lots of ways. So he's laying down here. We're going to look at a situation from half guard where I'm going to take a Kimura and end up in that T Kimura position. All right, so we're in the half guard position. One of his main things that his objectives here is to get an underhook, right? He swims this top arm under my arm. Now, notice, here, stay on your shoulder for a second.
Yeah.
Right, notice my head position. If I'm over his head with my head, this underhook, he can move me even further towards the wall, right? He can lift that up and he can make a lot of space and he can drive me this way. Whenever someone gets an underhook, right, remember this, right? If your head is over their shoulder, their head this way, this underhook is going to be very powerful, right? He just throws his arm up and it gives a little bridge and he's going to knock me off balance and knock me out of position. This is just as true from like half guard. I'm sorry, from side control, right? If we're in a side control like position like this, right? Even if I like have the right position here, if my head is like too far this way, this underhook has got a lot of power. Right, so how do I not let that happen? Right, he throws that underhook. I'm gonna move my head this way, so I'm over his elbow, right? So now when he tries to shock me, like I'm further down on the lever, right? He tries to bridge and move me with this underhook, much harder, right? That's what I wanna do, does that make sense? Cool, so from here, I move my chin over his elbow, I bring this over here, I come back, and I grab his wrist right here. Now it's very easy for me to lock up the Kimura, right? If I'm over here and I reach back for this, all he's doing is bridging me, and I'm not gonna get anything. I have to bring my chin over this way, pass my hand back, right? Once I'm here, all I do is just reach back, there it is. I feed it right here, okay? Now from here, I'm just gonna flatten him out, right? Now when he tries to do anything with his arm very hard, I'm just gonna drive forward here, put his hand on the floor, my head on the floor here. Okay, so again, half guard situation. I bring my head over this way, pass this over, reach back, feed this through. I drive his hand and my top of my head to the floor. From there, I'm gonna come up into a tripod, right up on my toes. Right. So once he feels this going on, he doesn't want to let my leg out. So he's going to have a good grip around my leg with his legs, right above my knee. So when I tripod up, he's going to have my knee. This foot is going to come up here inside his knee and start to wedge this out. Right now, I have room to take my knee out. Once I'm here, my legs are basically free. Now I'm going to roll over here and then end up in the T Kimura position. I'm just going to roll out as opposed to going to some sort of pass. Does that make sense? All right, so watch from this side. Right, we're here in the half guard. I come back here, I lock up the Kimura, I put my head on the floor, his hand on the floor, I tripod up. He's grab up higher on my leg. He's reaching up here because he knows I want this leg out, I'm going to try to pass. I bring this up, I open the space here. Once it's out, I roll all the way through, boom. And I'm right here in this position. Cool. Now, he's not gonna just kind of hang out here when I get to this position, right? Once I start going over, he's immediately gonna start scrambling and trying to get out. So you have to be ready and hold on to that Kimura so that as soon as you land, you can expect that he's already in motion. So you're already thinking, where am I gonna go with this? I'm gonna throw the top leg over right away and go into the move, okay? So I'm here, I lock this, I'm here, you go here. As soon as I go over, I can expect he's already gonna be turning and I'm already gonna start going into my attack here. Right, so just be prepared. That's why I wanted you to do the other thing first, so you already know where you're going from there. Okay, but we're just entering in. Once you roll into that T Kimura position, person on bottom already start thinking about moving, and then try to remember everything we did up until now. Okay, 1, 2, 3.